Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn top left side as the blue French. We have kdestrinumeut. I have no idea how to pronounce that. And spawn this red US of A. We have MaxiKingAlex1. We do have, of course, natives on the map. The two native settlements are the Cheyennes, who can give you a cavalryman that does bonus damage to other cavalry, as well as the Crees, who can give you access to some Cree trackers, a skirmisher variant, and Crees Courrier de Bois, a French villager variant. So the French could eye for some more French villagers. The United States does not suck deck either. The General Homelander, that's definitely a custom name, with the Amelia Black skin, and we've got Rene de Champlain, which may be a randomly generated name. US players not selected a deck yet. The French does not either as well. We do have a deck selected. 1v1 mill, so we got some sort of mill build. No H4 cards. We do got the German immigrants. We do got Chinese immigrants. Swords of wood. Coin or long rifles, Springfield Armory, Advanced Homesteading, Hamilton Economics, Virginia General Assembly, Spice Trade, Seminole Scouts, Russian American Company, Coin, Regulars, 54th Massachusetts Volunteers, Sharpshooters, Continental Rangers, Buff Carbine Cavalry, Rolling Artillery, Armand's Legion. Hence, this is a little less common card. Get you Dragoons and Polski's Legion. Or Pulaski's. As well, most of the immigrants tend to have some sort of initial cost. Chinese immigrants doesn't, and German immigrants are a little bit cheaper. They're like $250. Let's see, trading post rickshaw. You can use your levy to give you more trading posts. Very handy. Or your first militia. And German immigrants can give you settlers for each time you build a spawn newly constructed mill. It does have a maximum build of 5, so that necessarily give you 10 additional villagers by building mills, which is a little bit expensive. You gotta go for some other effects, such as the advanced homesteading, which, if you think about advanced homesteading, gives you technically, combined with this card, 4 settlers. Doesn't seem all too much, but also give you 5 housing for 2, so it gives you 10 housing. Still nothing too significant. A little bit more line sight's not all that great. You can recruit settler wagons from mills as well. To be honest, I looked at settler build. It's interesting, but doesn't seem too fantastic to me, since you have to invest basically 2 cards in to get basically 4 villagers, which most civilizations get access to 1 card in each 2 for 4 villagers, if not 5. So it can give you a little bit of slight villager lead with the ability to produce additional villagers from mills, which can be useful. Me, on paper, not that great in my opinion. We do now have the quartermaster being selected, and the French deck is couriers, economic theory, couriers, wood coin, crossbowmen, sensusi, range infantry hit points, hand infantry and cavalry attack points, wilderness warfare, advanced arsenal, wood coin, theme, how to pronounce that, skirmishers, cuirassiers, cavalry combat, dragoons, falconets, fort, thoroughbreds, factory. And he is eyeing for, what was it, Delaware. Bringing German immigrants now. Also delivers 1 homestead wagon, so it does give you 1 mill immediately. So the initial, that does technically give you 2 villagers. Which is relatively similar to other cards of the age, which can give you 1, but does cost a bit of upfront cost. It does also give you a bit of line of sight. You can also use this to build more villagers. He's immediately going for advanced homesteading, so this will give him 2 more mills. The Delaware card can give you access to 2 more homestead wagons and 5 or 6 cows. But that's where we get all of his settler wagons, but to me, that doesn't seem all to the great. It does add up, gives you a little bit of housing overall, but the benefits are minimal other than getting more villagers. I'm just gonna say I'm not too totally impressed. It sounds fun, don't get me wrong, but it feels like just going for cards of villagers is handy. This does technically, if you go for all of those, gives you access to 25 housing. And the 6 semi-pattern cow can be useful later on. But honestly, the German immigrants alone itself probably be a bit better, so you can build get 4 settler wagons manually being built. They do cost twice the amount as regular villagers, but basically that can give you a quick free 10 villagers for some costs over time. You now got a number of regulars now being employed on out. And now you have access to all of his homesteads. Though it does give you a good number of mills, so if you actually eye for the food research, now think about it, that does give you quite a bit of food capability at home. Regulars need to go into melee. They have a great opportunity, failed opportunity there. So as it's going back to the mills, it does mean also you can collect up food safely with the 5 potential mills, which is something hard to quantify since gathering food on the map is just significantly better, but safety is always nice as well. Got a good number of regulars out in the field. Market technologies are free and reduce costs for the ones that have already been purchased, or it refunds the cost. This does not affect any mill technologies, only the market technologies, and the hunting dogs will suggest to go for more wildlife.
I'm ready.
Got a single regular here. We got the inspiring flag. Musketeer engaging. He does have the Chinese immigrants. Does increase the health of the trading post. Does not give them auto attack like advanced trading posts. Another wave of regulars not being pulled on out. This French may want to eye for some crossbows. He is bringing a shipment of crossbows. Census only does affect the crossbows. Give them 0.1 extra armor, so 10% additional armor. I think that's range armor as well. Since Census could be pretty good right now. Give it extra hit points and armor, making it a bit more durable. Azars are patrolling around. It's going to take time to bop the cows and far from being fully fattened. We got the regulars not pushing forward. Got a good number of musketeers. A round of crossbows not pulling them out. Crossbows do have a 25% extra bonus damage, which is heavy, making them do 20 damage per shot. Musketeers do 23, so they actually have a little less damage, but a bit more range. They can get up to 30 range armor as well with that Census. The thing about armor is, the more armor you have, the more effective that armor is. So it may seem like, oh, take 10% less damage. No, it's actually higher than 10% less damage because it already has 20% there. To give you a more extreme reference, say you go from 0 to 10% armor. That is 10% reduction. Say you go from 80 to 90% armor. That is a 50% reduction of damage. Or you're doing 20%, going down to 10%. The regulars starting to get overwhelmed. Got a good number of crossbows here, providing some great fire support, as well as the musketeers. Crossbows do cost only 80, while the musketeers do cost 100. Granted, musketeers cost us mostly in food, while we got a bit higher in wood, which is actually a little bit slower. But the cost is not too entirely different with the collection rate differences. They do offer a bit more range, and right now they are now focused on some of the musketeers. He needs to go for another shim or something, and maybe a good idea to go for the Census. against all those regulars. He sees his opponent's composition. He's going for a shipment of coin right now, which will give him enough coin to age up. He's going for another round of musketeers. Also going for the shipment of wood and census, maybe a little bit better, since these shipments can give you quite a bit of wood to work with in producing crossbows. Crossbows, of course, do have really pathetic siege damage, so they're only good at killing, not for destroying, which actually means something different. We got around the hussars as well as musketeers not being built. He has plenty of gold, just needs more food. The US player right now, going for all of his armory, up Springfield Armory has been research, is going for all those research to give him enough time. Starting to torch down the trading post. Going for more regulars, going for the flintlock first. Regulars getting some damage on the musketeers, taking out some of the crossbows as well. Hussars can't do much versus the regulars. They can go around, try to harass villagers while all this conflicts go in. This player does have the inspiring flag nearby, so that is causing some problems for the French player from pushing way forward. He sees the inspiring flag, he sees the horror effect, and maybe good idea just to back off out of the region because of the inspiring flag. Almost got the trading post there. He also has, going for this trading post, which is the Cree settlement. And again, if his opponent keeps on deploying out musketeers, going for the Cree trackers may not be that bad, though if they're expensive wood. The other research is build time of natives, which is not important. Hussars gain some damage on villagers. Don't think any of them went down. Let's see, hit points for cavalry infantry, not bad. Only costs 100, as well as Cree textile craftsmanship, reducing building cost, construction wagon cost, and wonder build time, or increases the wonder build time. Not decreases it. I just meant to counteract the fact that buildings build faster. They don't want wonders to be affected by it. 2 shipments available for the US player. Also manually building some settler wagons, so he may have lost one to the hussars. A couple hussars do go down there. Does force his opponent back. And he's going for more regulars. I do believe the Cree trackers will be a good composition. He's now going for Delaware Blues, giving access to 8 regulars. So far has 8 shipments. And honestly, some of those scouts wouldn't be half bad as well, would give him a bunch of archaic archer. Another sharpshooter. Long rifles will give him extra range, but only on state militia and Minutemen. Reducing... Oh, it's spice trade, not medicine. Does medicine affect building settler wagons? That could be a quite handy combo. Assuming that if the US can get out, get research, what's it called? Medicine. We do have, this outpost does go down. They did lose the rickshaw, trade rickshaw. Trading post rickshaw. As I was pushing forward in a box formation, did not take out the settler wagon. A couple villagers here. They're the French or the native villagers. So he missed some good opportunities there. As I was going straight back here. There's exposed villager. Looks like he queued up a couple orders there. One take out the villagers. Next to hit the settler wagon. And that was back on off there. Good harassment there by the French. And now we do have spice trade and Virginia Journal Assembly now being researched. Or being shipped on in. Going for more regulars. His opponent's going for range infantry hit points. That's not bad. I do believe going for more of the Sensus will be better. More crossbows. He does have a number of crossbows on the field. And some of the musketeers will go down. He needs to not focus on the trading post. Engage the regulars. He took a large amount of free damage there. Probably busy microing the hussars. We do have army of 22 versus army of 30, so... And right now the musketeers are generally better than... than the crossbows. Crossbows are a cheap support unit, not a real counter unit, honestly, with the 25% extra bonus damage. Because I was taking an opportunity to engage the regulars. But blue does need to fall back, and I was going to be counterattacking. There's quite a bit of regulars there. Red's not on the counterattack. Saves the trading post once again. Took a large amount of free damage there, and out of position as well. He lost like 7-8 units before actually attacking his opponent's army. So if that would have not happened, this would have been a much different fight. He probably still would have lost, but it would have been much more bloody for the US player. Another trading post rickshaw being brought in. We do now have the exile prince being employed on out. Skirmishers will be very important against these regulars. We're not blowing anything in. It's still probably a good idea to keep something building for time frame. If not, get out another barracks or two, because he does have enough wood for that. Because if the US player actually would have counterattacked, he would have won the game. The US player realized, oh, it's when he aged up. He must not have any resources. It's not true, but he doesn't have to put out an army. He's going for a string of falconets, will be very useful, but right now the musketeers are here in not musketeers, the regulars are here in good numbers, so the falconets are going to be overwhelmed. He needs to get not this direction, but on the far side of the town center. Another round, first round of skirmishers not being put on a field on the wrong side, and blue does back the game now. This Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.